Thanks for joining us here tonight on Candid Conversations with Professional Musicians. We are here in the suburbs of Detroit, Michigan at JK Not Kidding Studios, sponsored by Bird Fight Records. This is our show about what it takes to become a professional musician and how to sustain a career as a musician. We have a wonderful guest tonight from Venice, Italy, New Candies, this beautiful psychedelic rock band. They've been cascading us with this wonderful music for the last hour during our sound check, and we're so happy to have them here. So if this is your first time joining us, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of great bands that are upcoming on the show that we're really excited to have. And most importantly, make sure to leave comments and questions in the chat of this, because I'll be monitoring those questions and we'll be relaying those to the band. So if you've got anything specific you want to ask them, please let me know, and we will have a great time here tonight. So sit back and enjoy New Candies. Thank you guys. Take it away when you're ready.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna play Caged. Alright, now we're gonna play Crime Wave.
Love it. You guys are sounding great. I hope everybody out there is enjoying it as much as I am sitting here. I got the best seat. It's always so fun to sit here and listen to some good music.
Alright, let's play Breathe Me In.
Breathe me in.
Beautiful stuff, guys. You're sounding great.
Thank you.
We got some love already on the comments. Some people saying it sounds great, super awesome. And somebody is asking you to come back to Thessaloniki, Greece.
All right, we will.
So thank you for being here. If you are from Thessaloniki, I appreciate that. These guys, I think he wants to go back to Greece from what I've heard from. So
Yeah, we had a really great show in Athens last year.
excellent.
But Thessaloniki was wonderful as well. So Greece is a beautiful country to tour.
Excellent. Well, cool. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time being here online with us, make sure to subscribe and give us more comments and questions I can relay to the band. So thank you.
All right, let's play Tempera.
This is awesome. You guys are great. I'm really enjoying this. Thank you. I love like this sound bath. It's just so nice. I hope you all at home are listening on some good speakers or some headphones as well, because it's the way it's set up is so nice with the guitars on both sides swirling around. So we got some love here from your first show in North America at Kung Fu Necktie. Simply amazing. Can't wait to see you again, somebody said.
Cool. Yeah, it was a really great night.
What city was that?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Cool. Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us from Philadelphia. We appreciate you.
We're gonna play Wild Spaghetti West, which is like an homage to Italian Western, let's say.
Oh, very cool. love it. Very cool. I love all the guitar tones. I'm loving that too. I'm a big fan of hollow body guitars. I also like to play a hollow body. You just get so much richness. But when you add some fuzz to a hollow body, it can get a little, it can start to get away from you in a good way.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Yeah. It's fun though. You start to move around, it changes. That's great.
Yeah, I'm also happy that I'm playing a Vox.
Yeah.
Because on tour I've been playing the Ville and it's not my amp at all.
Yeah.
So, but today I'm really happy.
Did you rent it from here?
We bought it, both of us. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
we're
both
gonna-
have one?
Yeah, Hot Rod.
Yeah.
And I have a DeVille.
Okay. Yeah, it's different. Vox has a different character for sure. So.
We'll try to swap it somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about that after.
Yeah.
I know a guy. Maybe he can help.
Okay, cool. Let's play You'll Never Know Yourself.
Camera, better bold.
We have one more song. Regicide.
Thank you guys. That was Regicide, first song off their new album that came out last year, The Uncanny Extravaganza. So thank you so much for playing some tunes. don't go anywhere on the online there. We're going to get into the interview section now with the band. So give us some questions if you haven't already. I got a few that I'll get to. But if this is your first time joining us here online, please consider subscribing to our channel. It really goes a long way, and we appreciate you being here. We got some love from Auckland, New Zealand. Somebody saw you last year. Some love from the Toronto show. So I assume that was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Do you want to grab the chair?
Yep.
If you got a chair there for yourself, and Will, if you wouldn't grab Fernando the chair here.
That one?
He'll get it for you, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are great. I would love more songs, honestly. I know. It's always so tough for me because I'm sitting here having the best time, just enjoying listening to the music, and then I have to talk now.
Oh, yeah.
And like it's cool. I enjoy the talking, but I also like the music. Yeah, you can sit at your drums. Sorry about that.
Can here is fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I'm gonna be talking.
Yeah, for you, of course. And if you would, adjust that camera. So we'll just give a second here. I'm going to ask you a question first, Fernando, because I think this maybe applies to you.
Yeah.
What drew you to the genre of this style of music, and what are your major influences?
It felt natural in the beginning. The band was into the Strokes and the Libertines, and but then we discovered psychedelic bands, let's say, like the Dandy Warhols or Brian Johnston Massacre and the White Stripes, and so yeah, it felt more natural to play this kind of music, but we enjoyed also the more poppy songs, let's say, more like the pop format as well. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, definitely hear some of those influences as well. I've seen the Brian Jonestown Massacre before. They're pretty awesome to see live. Have you played with them before?
We supported them in Italy for 2 shows.
Excellent. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Is their personality as big as it seems?
Well, I talked with Anton briefly twice. Once was about the echo guitars.
Okay, yeah.
And then another time he was just said that he enjoyed our show a lot. Yeah. So
Oh, very
he was
cool.
really nice. Yeah.
That's cool. Because I've seen that documentary, right? And it looks like it was an intense one.
Yeah.
But also, when I saw the Brian Jonestown Massacre in Detroit, he hated the sound. So after a couple songs, he was yelling at the sound guy.
Okay.
And eventually he like got really mad, and because there was subs, like sub bass going on, and he was like, "This band does not need subs. Turn the subs off." And he got like really extreme about it. So,
Oh my God. Okay.
but I mean, he knows what he wants, right?
Yeah.
At that point, I don't know when I saw him, probably 5-10 years ago. But cool stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, an important band. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, cool. Thanks so much for being here. So again, we have New Candies here from Venice, Italy, and they are touring on their record that came out last year. This is called the Uncanny Extravaganza, and they are in the U.S. now for the first time in 4 years. Is that correct?
It's correct. Yes.
Okay. So what brought you here this time?
Well, the Austin Psych Fest
Okay.
wanted us, and so normally for an European band, you need a cool, festival to then build a tour around it. So yeah, that's why we're here actually.
Excellent. So how much time did Austin Psych Fest provide for, like, how long ago was that?
Oh yeah, it was late December.
Okay, so it's been like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, we needed to decide quickly if we wanted to do it or not, because once you decide, it's a lot of work.
Sure. Yeah, because then, so once you got offered the Austin Psych Fest, you decided to actually tour the North America, right? Because you've been in Canada, you're going to Mexico at one point too, right? So what it justified coming here to play Austin Psych Fest, obviously a huge venue, huge festival for the style of music. Right?
Yeah, and also it's run by the Black Angels guys, which we supported. We supported them in 2023. It was amazing. And
where was that? In the U.S. as well?
No, it was in Europe, Germany, and Switzerland. Yeah, Austria.
Very cool.
Yeah, so and we have many friends in Austin.
Okay.
So it's gonna be really cool.
Excellent. Yeah, those I've seen the Black Angels as well. I can't remember how many times, but they're great as well. So that's
Yeah.
cool that you have some ties with everybody all around.
Yeah, I can say that the psychedelic scene, let's call it, is very friendly. I don't know.
Yeah.
We never, you know, with the band we always talk about the adjective psychedelic or psychedelia, whatever, because sounds like something from the 60s,
Yeah.
which is not something we aim for.
Sure.
But in the end, at the end of the day, it's just a label that makes you understand what we are talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's all cool, and this scene that to me is like alternative. I like to call it alternative rock, you know, and help us a lot. I can say this, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, because it's more about the sounds, right? I was saying before, like the sound of the hollow body guitar with the fuzz and the reverb and the reverb on the vocal kind of adds to that character.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, and I
Delay.
think, yeah, definitely delay.
Yeah.
A little bit of, feedback on the guitar. I like what you were doing with that freak box. That was a cool thing.
Yeah.
I dig that for sure. Well, this is really cool. So thank you guys for being here. So first of all, if you are in the Metro Detroit area, these guys are playing tomorrow night at Lager House in Detroit. Great lineup there as well. Make sure to go to that if you are in the area in Metro Detroit, Michigan. If you're not, make sure to find them on all the social media to get to one of the shows that are coming up, because your tour's through May, correct?
Yeah, exactly. We just started. We did 4 shows.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you're just warming up.
Exactly.
You're just warming up, and you guys sound really good. You look chipper still and very happy. Not road worn yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, cool. And, which is great, the border was pretty good coming in through Canada, right?
Yeah, the smoothest ever.
Excellent. Well, that's good. It's because they knew you were coming here.
Oh, yeah.
They said.
No, the guy didn't even ask if we had merch.
Oh,
which
wow.
is the tricky question that you can get. He was just curious and nice, to be honest. So.
Excellent. Yeah, so I know one thing that, I wanted to talk about that you've been very public on your social media is getting a visa and applying for the visa to be here in the U.S. So kind of give us a synopsis of what that looks like.
Yeah, compared to all the other countries, touring in the U.S. is much more expensive because of the visa. Flights, I mean, if you need to go to Australia, they are part of the package. But the visa is too much. It's a bit too much because it's $7,000 something.
Okay.
So it's a lot.
Is the visa per band or is it per person?
It's per band.
Okay.
It's the price doesn't change much if you have if you are a 3-piece or a 5-piece. It's pretty much the same.
Okay, interesting. I was going to ask that. So
yeah.
This process now is different than it was when you came through the U.S. in 2022?
Well, not too much. It's like $2,000 more compared to 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. And they asked us the social media profiles in the application.
Okay.
That question wasn't there 4 years ago.
Okay.
These are the only difference that I've noticed.
Okay, so it seems that they might be screening social media if you're trying to come here?
Maybe. For sure, we didn't want it to compromise the application, so we have been silent, about politics and stuff, and that's how. I mean, you don't want to spend $7,000 and then being kicked out because you posted something about politics,
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
And for reference, if you're going from Italy to the UK or to Greece, or how much does it cost for those?
To the UK, because now it's no longer in Europe, it's like something like $200. To Australia was something like $400, and for New Zealand maybe 400 as well, or 700, something like that, but much less,
Wow, yeah. 10 times less.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a lot of money. So it has to be worth it for you to come here, right? So you wouldn't just come here for Austin Psych Fest on its own and go back?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Sure.
I know that some European bands or non-American bands come to the US to play South by Southwest, and they can do that because it's showcase festival. They don't get paid. Uh, okay, but I don't think it's worth to fly to Austin just to play a few shows in Austin and then fly back home. I don't think it's worth.
So if you don't get paid, do you not have to do the visa?
Exactly. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a good reason to maybe come for South by Southwest is you don't have to go through the visa process.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was, I guess for you, it wouldn't have made sense because it was like a month or so ago, right? The timing didn't make sense.
Yeah. We did it already. I don't know if it makes sense for us to do it again. Yeah, but the tour was around Austin Psych Fest, so we couldn't play South by Southwest this time.
Okay. And so you had a GoFundMe that you started, right? Correct, for the visa? And
I wanted to target the American audience just because we paid this money and it's in the States. So in my mind, it would have been nice to get it back from the States, you know? Okay. Something more like philosophical, I don't know.
Sure. Were people receptive to that?
Yeah. We just posted once.
Okay.
We are not the kind of band that post a lot about it.
Sure.
I also we thought that was a good opportunity to shed a light, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct? My English is good.
Yeah, shed a light.
Yeah, to the subject, talk about it, because nobody talks about it.
Yes.
And it's on the other way around, like when American bands tour the Europe, it's free.
Free?
Yeah, no visa.
Wow.
There is no visa.
No visa at all.
So there is no, I mean, they should fix it.
Yeah, because I would have expected that it was more difficult now than it was 4 years ago, but it doesn't sound like it was that much more really, because $5,000 even 4 years ago was still a lot compared to the UK for a couple $100s or something, right? Especially it's relatively easy to get around Europe as well. You could jump around, you could get on the train. It's very different. You come here, obviously you have to fly, you've got to get equipment.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to it than that.
Yeah, because we can bring our amps,
Yeah.
for sure. And we need to rent, well, the rent of the van is pretty much the same. But yeah, you can bring, for example, all your merchandise. You need to get it here. And so Fast Club, our label, shipped our records here, so we were able to pick them up.
Okay.
Or otherwise, it wouldn't be possible to tour because
Okay.
we need to sell merch.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Fuzz Club based from?
London.
Oh, from London. Okay. Interesting. So they shipped the records from London, and you picked them up where?
Yeah, well, they are distributed in the States, and their headquarters here is in Ohio.
Okay.
So we got some records from Ohio and some other ones from London, I suppose, something like that.
Okay, excellent. Did you stopped somewhere in Ohio and picked them up?
No, they were all shipped in New York to our
perfect.
booking agency.
Oh, excellent. That makes it nice and easy.
Yeah.
And do they help with T-shirts and things like that too?
No, T-shirts, we found a place in New Jersey because taxes are lower there.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, I found that really fascinating talking to you about this. You can't bring any merch from elsewhere, right? Or would you pay a heavy tax on it?
Well, we brought something and we haven't declared it.
Okay. Uh-oh.
But not much. Also because vinyls are heavy. Sure. And checked luggage has a weight limit, so you can really bring much. You know, even if we wanted, we brought some old records, LPs and posters from Italy. That's it.
Okay.
And a few CDs also.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fun. So whatever kind of is easy to carry.
Yeah.
Because vinyl is incredibly heavy. I mean, it's not fun to bring around, realistically. But it's great to buy, great to sell.
Yeah. I can say that in in North America is very supportive. People here really care about culture. Also in Europe, is the same. Maybe not much in Italy.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
It's just maybe our home country is not so rock and roll.
No, not just towards Italian bands or any bands.
I don't know about the other bands. Maybe I would say in general. I would say in general, yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I mean, you guys have played in some other bands too, right? Have you played around Italy?
Yeah, and yeah, it's not as supportive as like Germany or other European countries or here in America.
Okay.
Yeah, for me it's like weirdly cool that here, like people buy the merch and even give you like, oh, you can have more money, like the $5-10 plus, because usually they, at least in Italy or they ask for, oh, can you give me the discount? And here is totally different. Oh, you can take it like more.
I think people
I
appreciate.
don't know. It's
I think
different.
people would appreciate, here that you're coming from Italy, and it's a lot of work. Like, not even knowing the cost with the visa. I mean, but obviously plane tickets and just the whole thing.
I think it's also a different mindset, cultural mindset of you
Sure.
guys that I appreciate it.
So if an American band went to Italy, they wouldn't think it's cool?
I think they like it because it's different.
Yeah.
But now I was thinking more about your question. Maybe it's just with the Italian bands that there is like a barrier or something, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the American bands sell more than in Italy than us. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a funny thing. Sometimes where you're from or like what's near to you, they don't care about you.
Exactly.
You have to go somewhere else.
Like a prophet in your hometown.
Cool and relevant, and then your hometown, like John was just saying, like it's like, oh, I always like this guy, and then it's not true.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
It's
unfortunately.
like
Yeah, I think it's interesting because I mean I'm looking at the comments here. We got some love from Arizona, New Zealand, Greece, obviously I mentioned. So there's a lot of different people online, which is super cool. So I appreciate y'all being here for the first time, if this is your first time. But you've been around a long time, right? This band you started about 18 years ago, right? So that's super cool.
Yeah.
But of course, you've now touched a lot of people all over the place, which is awesome.
Well, yeah, and this lineup, Emanuele joined in 2023.
Okay.
So, and Francesco this year.
Okay.
So I just wanted to introduce, where we are in the history of the band,
Okay.
And yeah, it has been.
Dario.
And Dario, the bassist which is not here, has been always in the band.
Okay. He's been for a while, right?
Yeah.
From the
Together
beginning?
with me, we founded the band.
Okay, excellent. So let's just talk about that then, because there was a question about online also about how it's been working with a three-piece, but I wanted to touch on that a little bit because typically on the show we don't like people to use backing tracks, right? I know we've talked about it, but in your situation, it's situational, right? You have a bass player who's not able to come on tour with you all the time, right?
Yeah.
And so in this situation, you have the backing tracks replacing him on bass. What kind of drove that decision for him and for you to decide, should I go, should he come or not?
Yeah. The first reason is that we don't like touring musicians. Not just, nothing against them. It's just that the band is us four, And so this is one reason. Another reason is that we are sure that the bass is going to be played properly.
Sure.
No mistakes, nothing. And
it kind of drives the songs too.
Yeah, and also Dario has been always in the band, and he can't tour all the time. But I mean, he's been touring Europe last year, and also he has done the latest tour in Europe. So and he just became a dad.
Okay.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, congratulations.
So we just thought that it was more loyal to the band to proceed in this way. Also because we were already playing along at the click track, because we have the synthesizers. When we play as a four-piece, anyway, we have backing tracks for the synths.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the reason is that we don't want to compromise the sound of the band because of human limits, or maybe that's the limit. We don't want to avoid the keyboards just because we can't afford a keyboardist. Also because the band don't have a keyboardist.
Okay.
We wrote the synth parts, so there is nobody who should play them.
So the parts that we're hearing today are the same that's on the record?
I mean, the live version is different.
Okay.
You need to keep things. You need to keep things simple, more simple live.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you're not just taking what you've written on the record and just slapping it into this
No.
hardware. You're reevaluating what makes
Yep.
sense and how it sounds best live,
Exactly.
which I think is really cool. I love that as a listener, because if I knew your record inside out, I could say, oh, there's this that's different, or this is different. And I love that, because I think many people probably don't do that. They just kind of grab the stems from their recording and just kind of throw it on a thing and go. Right?
Yeah. No, you start from there. Yeah, maybe from the MIDI track, but it's definitely a different version of the song. Yeah, compared to the record. Yeah.
Excellent. I love that. I mean, and the sounds, it's mostly all you guys live anyway, right? But everything else is just kind of, it's adding and subtracting throughout, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Because it can be, I don't know, backing tracks are funny because sometimes, the one I use all the time, the first and only time I've seen St. Vincent, it was all backing tracks.
Okay.
Just her singing and playing guitar and all backing tracks. And sometimes she would put her guitar down and the guitar would be in the backing track. And I'm like, man, this is the worst time for me to see, because I think St. Vincent is incredible. And my wife had seen her a bunch of times and she was like, oh, I saw her with a band. I'm like, this is just disappointing. But it's one of those situations that for her it maybe made sense, because it could have just been a choice, of course. She had, I'm sure it was a good choice,
Yeah.
But it's just different the way everybody kind of approaches what a backing track is.
Yeah, for our experience, it's possible to use backing tracks for low frequencies, not lead parts, not guitars or vocals.
Yeah.
This is our opinion, our taste.
Okay.
And I can also add something about touring as a three-piece here. Even if we wanted to bring a touring musician, we couldn't, because the law here is that the 75% of the band needs to be in the band for 1 year time. And Francesco...
Really?
Yeah.
That's part of the visa?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
So since Francesco is the new drummer, we already changed the 25%, so we can change another member.
So you've been less than 1 year?
Yeah.
Wow, so you got to be 1 year.
You gotta be in 1 year.
That's really interesting. I wonder why.
And in the application, you need to write when you join the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you.
Yeah, that's just really interesting.
They want to make sure you're a serious band before you can tour in America.
Yeah, or maybe they want to be sure that...
That you're not going to break up right after.
That you're not bringing someone that is not
sneaking
a musician,
someone.
something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Sneaking them in?
Yeah, sneaking people in.
Yeah, because have you ever, would you consider hiring somebody in the U.S.? Could you do that?
We thought about it, but it's too tricky, and also we would need to fly here
and
before
rehearse.
to practice, and it's too difficult.
Yeah, because I don't know, is that a rule, or do you know? Could you hire a band here?
Sorry, what?
If you showed up by yourself and hired a band in the U.S., is that legal?
I think so. Yeah. I would still need a visa, or we would still need a.
Yeah, I've seen someone do that. Sandre Lerche, I saw in Detroit, and he had a band that he hired. But I see your guys' point of, you're not trying to kick out your bass player. He's still a homie. And so you don't want to soft launch a replacement. you want to keep the band together and not let it tour.
Yeah, next time you come through, I'll play bass for you.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But it's true. That's true.
No, I think that's cool though, and I think it's really nice of what John is saying, that you're loyal to him, because especially since he's been around from the beginning to you.
Yeah.
And it's just so fascinating still, this idea of how much it costs to come here versus being through Europe.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why some bands can only come here so often. Right?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
it's not worth it.
You're betting on yourself when you come here, because you spend so much money, then you can't be sure that you're gonna earn. It's impossible to be sure. So yeah.
Unless you think of it like a vacation.
It's okay. It's amazing to play music. So
Yeah.
it's fine.
That's cool. Very cool. Well, yeah, so I think you're touring on a new record. Let me see where I put it here, right? This record came out last year, right?
Almost 1 year ago. Yeah.
Almost 1 year ago. So
Yeah.
the Uncanny Extravaganza 2025. Did you do a tour in Europe when this came out?
Yeah. All over.
All over
And
Europe.
Australia and New Zealand as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to go there, you said, right? Australia and New Zealand?
Well, it's very far.
Yeah, very far.
But yeah, easy. Well, we have a very good friend there, Blair, which is he now has a backline company.
Okay.
And he's been our booking agency in 2018, the first time we played there, and last year.
Excellent.
So he's like our guy there.
Okay. I've heard the music scene in Australia is really good.
It's really good. Yeah, we played our biggest headline show in Melbourne.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how big was that for you guys?
I think it was 330, something
Nice.
like that. Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Very
As
cool.
a headliner, it's
Yeah.
different when you open for someone else or a festival.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's great. Yeah, I think at least from what I've heard is that the music scene there is really good. It's very community driven because it's hard for a lot of people to go there because it's so far. So they've developed a really good internal scene there. Would you say is that true?
Yeah, yeah. I loved all the shows there. Yeah, and also in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Zealand was amazing. Yeah, I wasn't expect that because I don't know, you're on the other side of the world.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was an amazing tour. Australia, New Zealand.
One of my friends right now is getting married in New Zealand. I think it was yesterday.
Whoa.
But yeah, some of my friends are over there. What cities did you get to play in New Zealand?
Auckland, Wellington, and then Christchurch in New Zealand. Yeah.
Wow. Did you get to sightsee it all too?
What?
Did you get to see any of the nature stuff there?
Oh no, just the cities.
Just the cities? Okay.
No,
From the
unfortunately.
plane, yeah.
Yeah, from the plane.
What about the massive spiders?
No, it
No?
was winter, so
Oh, okay.
no
Very
big,
different.
no big bugs or anything. So
Oh man.
thank God.
I see all those online sometimes.
Yeah,
and I'm
me
like,
too.
whoa. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys probably have them in Italy though. I mean, I've seen some huge bugs in Greece, but
Oh, yeah.
maybe Greece is a little bit more
don't know.
dry than Italy.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, very cool. So this album, this is your first time where you worked with Fuzz Club Records, where they signed you to the album, to their label before starting the album, correct?
Yeah.
And then the other previous 4 albums, you were on their distribution.
Well, yeah, Fast Clever released like deluxe editions, yeah,
Of the
of the
older albums.
previous records, yeah.
But so you were signed to the label before starting this record, or once you finished
yes.
it?
We were midway
Okay.
when we signed, yeah.
Excellent. So at that point, were you shopping for a label for the new record, trying to see if anybody would take it on?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We definitely wanted to be signed this time around,
Okay.
just because we couldn't ship the records on our own anymore.
Excellent. Yeah, because it was just too much money,
Yeah, too much to do.
too much work.
Yeah.
Okay. And so once you're halfway through the record, they decided, okay, we'll sign you. How did that now change your approach to finishing the record?
Oh, it was just a push, like a moral push, and
Okay.
also like, well, no, didn't change anything, to be honest. We just kept writing.
Okay.
and,
You were gonna do it either way.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't change anything. Yeah.
Very cool. And so you'd already had somewhat of a relationship with them, right? Because they were distributing
Yeah.
for you before.
Yeah. Since the first time we worked together was 2015. Yeah.
Okay. And then at that point, you were just reaching out to labels as well for distribution?
You mean in 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. We released our first album on an Italian label,
Okay.
which was really good. Nothing to say, nothing bad to say, but didn't work at all. I mean, we were just playing in Italy and didn't make any sense. So when we made the second record, we were like, we need to release it abroad, somewhere. We need another label, and we found a label from Minneapolis.
Okay.
A Picture in My Ear was the name.
It was Picture in My Year.
Yeah. And
cool.
so that was the first step, and then Fast Club released the deluxe edition, and then we got European booking agency because of these collaborations, and everything started to work from there, from that point on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that point, you need to step outside of Italy. So
Yes.
looking at the UK or European booking, then their ties to the U.S., right, to help kind of expand.
Yeah, because otherwise we would have stopped. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's very interesting. So then at that point they said, all right, do they have any input on the record, or you just make the record you want? At that
No,
point?
we made the record we want. Yeah, we never had any input from labels or anybody around us. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Well, that's really nice.
Yeah.
And so did you approach writing this record any different than the others, or was it all kind of similar for you?
Well, this record definitely had a different genesis. I don't know how to say. Like we worked on our home studios, me and Dario mainly, and then Emanuele would come to my place and to my studio and record his parts, and we would experiment, and I would then send the project with Logic. You know, we work with Logic.
Mm-hmm.
I would send the project to Dario. He would send it back with some other ideas, and when it was time to record it properly, we worked with this guy, a producer, Maurizio Baggio. He's like a 50 minutes drive from where we live, and he enhanced our mixes in a way, and we reamped the guitars and did the live drums in half of the tracks. And it was a really smooth process for me, because I recorded the vocals at home, which is very important.
Okay, you like that being comfortable at home?
Yeah. I hated the other records. I hated the process. It was very stressful. This time around, it wasn't.
So being like wearing like a traditional vocal booth or
Yeah.
something with an engineer chirping in your ear?
It didn't work. I don't think. I think this record is our best just because of the vocals.
Okay.
My opinion. My opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's what's sometimes very tough when making records with any band, is to make sure that they're comfortable.
Yeah.
And that because we make records here with different people, and to find what process works for everybody can be very different. Some people want the lights off, some people don't want you talking, no click track, whatever, right? But that's the most important part, is the performance.
Yeah. Also because nowadays with digital recording, you tend to rely on perfection and whatever.
Mm.
So you can do 100 takes, you know. But then the performance is wet, you know, it becomes a little bit fake because you're too perfect.
Yes.
But it's like a thought that you should avoid it and just keep the mistakes here and there just because they are all right.
Yes, it can be hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard to
Because-
avoid them, to avoid this thinking.
Yeah, because you can just get sucked into it, and it just kind of keeps perpetuating.
But that realness is what makes the music so cool, and not sound like artificial intelligence. It's a real band, and the mistakes are the good parts, not the bad parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for your typical process, how do you split your publishing for your songs that you've made?
Well, we've been working with an agency from Detroit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
called North Star Media.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, and they took care of the syncs.
Mm-hmm.
And but for the latest album, for the Uncanny Extravaganza, we worked. Our publishing is Dischi Sotterranei, which is a label from Padova, city next to Venice.
Okay.
We are friends with them and we love them. And we've been working with them now for like 2022, I think, 2021. And yeah, and so it was really cool that Fast Clever released the record, but they took care of the publishing. Yeah. We are married. I like to think about this. Like we got married with them because I signed a contract forever.
Oh, whoa.
Which is something even, I don't know, cinematic to say.
That's beautiful. So any next couple records, they got it?
Oh no, it's gonna be for this one now.
Okay.
With Fast Club, I think in the contract, there was also the option for a second record together.
Excellent. So with the band members, do you split even the royalty?
No, it depends on who. Dario has wrote Regicide
Okay.
with me,
Okay.
and also Night Surfer, which is a song that we haven't played today.
I see. So you just depending on how each song
Yeah.
fares out is how
Exactly.
you split it up.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Because I think I always love to ask the question because everybody also looks at that a little bit differently.
Okay.
Sometimes people say just a 50-50 across the board or four-way or whatever, or per song, you kind of just decide.
Yeah,
But-
I know. Like I know Red Hot Chili Peppers. From what I heard, they split evenly. I think because they jam.
Probably.
I think because their songs come out of jams.
Yes. So the one that always surprises me is that Radiohead splits evenly.
Oh, really?
Even though Tom York writes all the songs and brings it to the band. And they do their thing. Of course, each guy has a really unique approach. But man, Tom York writes some great songs. I mean, I'm a huge Radiohead fan, of course.
What about
but
Bon Jovi? Same thing. He splits it.
Good for him.
Oh yeah. But he's got brothers in the band, so I think that's.
Oh,
why,
that's
too.
why.
Oh, okay.
He's given the special treatment, Mr. Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi's on our Patreon, so we always have to shout him out, otherwise
Oh, really?
he takes us off.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But sorry. Yeah, so it's cool though that I think it's nice to be diplomatic and just if you supplied some ideas for the song, you get some credit.
Also because the band has changed since the beginning.
Sure.
Otherwise, maybe it would have been different. But since me and Dario are the only one who has been in the band since the beginning, it's a bit. The approach is different. you
Okay.
know.
I'm curious now, so the old members of the band, do they have still rights on old songs?
No. I mean, I don't even think they were interested.
Okay.
Because actually, now that you make me think, the guy from our first Italian label came to us and was like, "Who wrote the vocal melody?" And it was me. And I said, "Me." "Who wrote the chorus?" And it was me. And so
Okay.
he was like, "I signed."
Okay.
That was it. I mean, we didn't even know what it was at the time.
Sure. Yeah, so he just picked like the most important things realistically.
Yeah, he said chords and vocal melody.
Yeah.
For what I remember.
Because the tough thing is, a lot of people don't pay attention to this until there's money involved,
Okay.
right? Like years later or something, if that song hits a McDonald's commercial, then somebody might come out and say, "Hey, I played on that. I should be getting some of that."
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Does that always happen? Not necessarily, but it's important sometimes to have the conversations when it's easy and simple now,
Yeah.
rather than later where you say, "Okay, now there's like real money involved."
Yeah.
And somebody's feeling like they were left out.
Yeah. Well, for us, when we did the syncs in the past, which was the only moments where real money got in.
Yeah, of course.
From Shameless, the TV series.
Okay, you were on that one?
Yeah, like 3 songs, and
Oh, very cool.
we at the time we used the money to tour and stuff. So,
Okay, so just band fun.
Yeah, I haven't kept it.
Okay, that's nice though.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because you want to get out there and play more, right? So
Yeah,
use
yeah.
the money to get out and do the thing.
Yeah.
For the syncs, like your publishing company was working that for you to get on
Yeah,
those?
the Detroit company that I told you before, yes. And actually, I think there's going to be a song on a Netflix series soon, which is good.
Cool.
Which is good, yeah.
Can you say which one?
I don't remember.
Uh-oh.
I don't remember. So, yeah, and now for the new songs is Dischi Sotterranei.
Okay, beautiful. That's great. Yeah, I love hearing all the different stories because like how things happen.
Yeah.
They change and
Yeah.
and they differ from band to band, right? So the purpose of this episode, this podcast that we do here, is to just talk to working bands on how they're doing things because every band and every professional musician is kind of finding a different way, and for the greater goal of doing this as a real profession, right? Full-time profession, right? So for you, you've been in this band, you started this band 18 years ago, right? And how long have you been full-time as a musician?
I left my job in 2017.
Okay.
But at the time, I was also the touring bassist for Laurel Meets the Obsolete,
Okay.
a Mexican duo that has a backing band.
Okay.
And I've been playing bass with them I mean, I played bass for them for 9 years.
Wow. Okay.
And I made 2 records with them. So I had 2 good bands, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like they were touring Europe, and I toured also Mexico with them, and
Okay.
a bit of the US before COVID.
And they're from Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I don't play with them anymore. I don't have time.
Sure.
And also, yeah, they changed band members, but yeah. So at the time I had these 2 bands, and so I was like, it was actually my father who pushed me. He was like, because we already had some results, and I was a part-time musician.
Okay.
And he was like, why don't you try a full-time and see
Excellent.
how it goes?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a very nice and supportive father.
Yeah, it was also a bit shocking to leave my job. I can say that
Okay.
the first night the first morning I didn't went to my job. I didn't know what to do the whole day. You know.
Wow.
Oh yeah, today I'm a musician. I didn't make sense. You know.
I see.
Yeah.
So at that point, you started to see the momentum was rolling forward on both,
Yeah.
and decide, okay, this is the time to move on, right?
Yeah, I think it's worth to try for a
Mm.
band. If you can see that there is interest around you, try it. You can get your job back 1 year later. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's to play music. It's a beautiful thing. So you should give it a chance.
Okay.
Give a chance to yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's really interesting that your dad saw that too, that you're gaining the right momentum, and that it was time to try it, try to do
Yeah,
it. Right?
I wouldn't. I mean, I needed people around me to tell me. Otherwise, I don't think I would have made the choice to leave my job.
It's tough. Have you heard of imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It means when you feel like you're not good enough to be doing the thing that you're doing,
Oh yeah.
and it's hard to just accept that you are good enough and you are a rock star now, even though that seems like a silly thing to say. But it's a reality too, you know?
Well, yeah, we are. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we are all touring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's that's the moment when you start to focus on the art more than before. I can say this for my experience.
Okay.
Because if you start to think, oh, now I'm a full-time musician, I'm cool, you know, that doesn't work. The
sit around in
doesn't help the
cafes and-
creative process, you know. So that's when you really pay attention to what you're doing, and also you start to lose your inspiration. Like no, not inspiration. Like you start to lose all the idols that you had before.
So
You just focus on yourself to be more like. Personal in your output, you know.
so it's about being more genuine
Yeah.
than trying to be cool in other people's eyes.
Yeah, and also in the beginning of, I think any band when they start out, you have some bands you look up to, right? And I lost that thing when I left my job.
You lost the idolizing?
Yeah.
How
I
come?
didn't have any heroes anymore, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
You're all the same, doing the same job.
Yeah,
that
probably, or just I was like, oh, now I really need to find our voice more than before, something like that. Before maybe you were like, oh, I can copy, or not copy, but you know how it is, like when you get inspired by another song, or you steal from here and there. Still, we steal here and there, but in a different way. Before you do it naive and you don't think that people are gonna listen to you, but then you're like, okay, maybe I should be more personal now. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I get that, where your songs, for at least me and my band, we wanted to sound like other bands, and we tried to sound like them, but we couldn't do it because we weren't them, but we sounded like ourselves. And then people were like, we like what you sound like. Just show us what that's like. Don't try to sound like anyone else.
Yeah.
It's like a journey that you kind of have to go on as an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's very cool. How about you guys? Are you guys full-time musicians at this point?
Kind of. Like I'm a freelance booking agent.
Okay.
I work within a booking agency.
Okay.
And I'm just touring with New Candies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you work. So the booking agency gets you gigs, or you work as a booking agent?
I work as a booking agent. Yeah.
Okay. And so you're booking gigs in Italy or other places?
Oh, in Europe.
In Europe.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, you could do that job anywhere.
Yeah. I just started like I just started like 1 year ago. Something
Okay.
like that. So yeah.
Excellent. What's as a booking agent, it's difficult, right? Because you're just getting blasted with emails all the time.
Yeah, it is like email.
Everybody's
every
trying to get to
time.
play
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
right?
And it's chaotic, but it's, I don't know, I like it. You have to be organized, very organized. Yeah.
Okay. But it seems like it would give you the right amount of freedom to come here
Yeah.
in the U.S. or really anywhere,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
you can answer your emails whenever you want,
Yeah.
which is probably good, right?
It's super good. Yeah.
Very cool. And how about you?
Yeah, I'm also an architect,
Architect.
but yeah, I'm a freelancer, so I can, play music and do my job when I'm not on tour.
Okay.
So that's fine.
So you're able to take, when you're not on tour, you don't have to do any work, and you
Yeah,
come
yeah,
back
yeah,
and the
yeah.
work is there?
Yeah, of course.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Architecture is fun.
Yeah.
That's a great career. Very cool stuff. So I think I'm curious. So the fact that you started this band 18 years ago, how have you kept up going this long? And like, what's motivated you to keep going?
I love the job. I love the job, so I wanted to keep going. And apart from Dario, the other guys that played for this band didn't enjoy it at some point.
Sure.
Some of them maybe had struggled on tour. They didn't like to tour much. And being a musician is I always say being a musician is writing, recording, which is another thing. It's not like writing. And playing live, touring.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like one of these three, maybe it's not your job, you know?
Sure.
So, yeah, I think touring is not for everybody, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I really loved it, and I couldn't believe that I was able to play anywhere in the world, anywhere, I mean, not anywhere, but in many countries, and see different cities and play in front of many people, and the songs that I wrote in my room, you know.
Okay.
It is still precious. It's a precious job.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is it still surreal to go to a new city and see people that know your music?
well, I would like to say yes, but it's not anymore.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's like it changed after you, like the first time you play the States is magical, the first time you play Australia is magical, and everything when you do it for the first time is a bit more powerful, but then when you come back is more, I felt more like pressure, I don't know how to say, like I wanted to be better than the last time.
Okay. Yeah.
Something like that.
So you're competing against yourself.
Yeah,
The last
I think
time.
so, yes.
And so you've obviously been to the U.S. touring before, right?
Yeah.
So have you guys toured the U.S. before?
No.
This is your first time?
First time, yeah.
First time for you too? Oh, cool. Well, hopefully it's a good one for you. The weather should be good.
Are you
Yeah.
seeing anything in Detroit tomorrow?
We're gonna see, we're gonna check Third Man Records, probably.
Okay. Nice.
And yeah.
There's a good chocolate store next door.
Okay, cool.
I don't. You could, if you're interested. The Motown Museum might be open.
Oh,
Oh,
they told
cool.
us yesterday.
But I think
Yeah, okay.
they might be under construction, so check that. It's
Okay.
pretty quick, maybe an hour or so. But it is.
Okay.
It's if you like Motown music, the history is really great.
We have some time to kill tomorrow morning
Yeah.
and afternoon. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a fun thing to see, and there's a lot of good stuff you'll find. Just especially by Third Man Records, there's a lot of things happening around there. That's very cool. So we got some more some love from somebody who said they saw the Philly show, and that New Candies is one of the greatest bands in the world. So appreciate you being here,
Cool.
guy from Philly. Somebody asked a question: do you have any influence from Jimi Hendrix?
No,
Okay.
not me. I don't.
Not me.
Anybody?
Honestly.
Nobody?
But I can tell you something about Jimi Hendrix. I always loved the fact that he associated music with colors.
Okay.
It's called synesthesia in Italian, synesthesia in
Yeah.
English maybe.
Yeah, synesthesia.
Yeah, and I discovered that I have it, but with time.
Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I discovered that, it was mind blowing. I thought that everybody had it, and
So
and then
music-
I read a lot about it.
So associating music with time.
No, for me it's just time. Like if you tell me like a month, I see a color and it's like around me.
Oh, whoa.
There is like a circle around me, and it's in a position.
So, okay, got it. So any just month, not like May 99
No,
or something.
it's like having a clock around you,
Whoa.
and
Okay.
with colors.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but if you,
I've never
it
heard
was-
of this one.
Yeah, if you type time synesthesia on Google and you see a photo, the first time I did it, I was shocked because it was like, oh, that's how I see the time. But it's more that time. Maybe the right name is year. Oh, I don't know how to. Anyway,
I'll have to look it up.
yeah. So Jimi Hendrix had it with music.
Okay.
So
So is that
it's
where
cool.
Purple Haze came from?
Probably.
Has it helped you write any songs? Or inspired any?
Well, now that in retrospect, the first album is about time and has many colors, so I think I was kind of obsessed with that
Subconsciously?
thing.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, because it's like basically you are in the middle and there is like a whole all around you, like a circle around you, and you have the months around you like this, and you have a vision. And if you say December, for me is there and it's purple.
Okay.
And you say January, and it's like cyan and it's behind. It's like this.
Interesting. Which one is green?
It's like March
Okay.
for me.
So December and March that we have going on in here, right?
Yeah.
March is here, like.
But we got green and purple here.
Oh yeah.
When's your birthday?
The 7th of April.
Okay, April. So not neither of those two.
Yeah.
What color is April?
Yeah. I'm curious.
I think it's yellow, something like that.
Okay.
And now it's a bit weird to talk about it because it's something in your mind. you
Sure.
know?
To like explain it out loud.
It's
Yeah.
not like a one-to-one correlation, right? It's like kind of
Exactly.
gray, foggy.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm colorblind too, so this is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with. You're probably not colorblind, I would assume.
I don't know what it means that you can see all the colors.
Yeah, so it's a shades thing, typically, where certain shades I cannot decipher in my eyes.
Ah, okay.
So green might look brown, red might look green, blue might look purple,
Okay.
and it's mostly like close shades.
Okay.
Lime green and yellow to me look very similar.
Okay.
There's a lot of like small, like dark brown and red.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's not the same as like what you're saying, of course, but it's like, you know, if somebody said like, what color is this? I would just assume it's red. You know,
Yeah.
because it's a good guess. It's pretty bright enough so I can tell, but it's certain things like your guitar, for example. It's hard, that's a hard one for me to tell because it's not a very direct shade.
Okay. I see.
Some people say like, oh, what color is this? Fuchsia, or like they use. It's like for me, it's like pink, red, blue. Like I'm very direct because I can't tell the difference on the shades.
Okay.
That's my best way of describing it.
Yeah.
You can also look up online. If you look up colorblind, it'll show you different images of what people see.
Okay.
And so you might find it really interesting by looking at it. For me, the images are really weird to see like double colorblind things.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think like 1 in 5 men are colorblind, so it's a pretty high percentage.
Okay.
So nobody else besides me. You right or no?
Lucas, I think is.
Last time there was like 3 or 4 of us here, so that's
Yeah.
why.
Ah,
I
okay.
think it's 1 in 10.
Yeah, 1 in 10 maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, cool. I think this is great. So, thanks, Andy, thanks for that comment. My friend said I have to shoehorn colorblindness in everywhere. All right, if you have other questions online that don't have to do with colorblindness, please let me know now, and I will relay them to the band. So, a couple ones. Favorite show that you've played?
Last year in Athens.
Okay.
Yes.
What made it so great?
The people, there were many. They were jumping from the start till the end. They knew the songs, and just very enthusiastic audience. Yeah.
Excellent. Very good. And this was a headline show for you?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Were you guys in that show too? So it was about a year ago, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
Excellent.
It was the best. Yeah, even for me.
Okay, you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Excellent. So what about places to play? Like in general, where's your favorite place?
Berlin.
Berlin. Okay.
Berlin, yeah. And where else? Portland.
Portland.
Yeah.
Those seem like good choices.
And
Detroit, right?
oh yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see tomorrow.
Have you played Detroit before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I played. I don't remember now the name of the venue. It was a small one anyway.
Okay. That was in 2022?
Yeah. But yeah, I also, every big city is cool to play.
Mhm.
Barcelona is amazing to play. We played a festival like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
It was great. Madrid has been very, very cool. London is always amazing. And Glasgow. Paris, of
Yeah.
course, yeah. Prague, we had a great show in Prague. Yeah, all the big cities are good.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
There's always some fun thing happening.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, and also Lisbon and Porto.
Okay.
Yeah, we played like a few weeks ago.
Okay. The Spanish people are pretty good at coming out.
Spanish, yeah, Portuguese, all of them. Yeah.
That's great. What is some tour necessities for you, or some sort of advice that you would give to people?
Water.
Water. I was gonna say water.
So you got to drink your water.
Yeah, a lot.
Keep hydrated.
Yeah.
Is there anything specifically that you got to have, or that you got to make to look out for?
Well, I don't know. Google Maps.
Google Maps. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't imagine how tough it was before that.
Yeah.
like a connection. We paid to be connected all the time in Canada, Mexico here, and also without limits.
Okay.
I think that's crucial.
Yeah.
You don't want to be looking at, am I out of gigabytes?
Yeah, that would
Just
happen.
pay what it is, and that's fine.
Have you met any of your heroes? And especially now, you already said you kind of lost them when you became.
Yeah,
But-
also because you grow up and you get older.
Has anybody you've met been better or worse than you expected?
No, worse, nobody. Oh,
Okay.
I met the Dandy Warhols
Mhm.
and the Brian Johnstown Massacre and the Black Angels. They were big influences for me. And Peter Holmstrom is now, I can maybe call him a friend. We chat sometimes, and the guitarist of the Dandy Warhols, and he was my favorite musician,
Okay.
my favorite guitarist for sure.
Is that why you got the Coronado?
Oh well, the Coronado is the model that Courtney plays. Courtney, the singer.
Oh, okay.
I got the Coronado because of Courtney. Yes.
Yeah.
In the first place, but the pickups are Rickenbacker high gain, like Christian Bland from the Black Angels.
Okay,
So
very cool.
in a way, I didn't have the money to check different pickups or stuff. So you trust your heroes in a way. In the beginning, I trusted them. Yeah.
Very cool. So do you enjoy playing festivals or smaller clubs and theater shows? And are there any upsides or downsides to either?
I prefer clubs. I prefer
Okay.
when we are headlining, so we can play the full set. Festivals are cool, but yeah. What do you want to add something?
No, I prefer small clubs too. Like festivals are cool. Like the Barcelona Psych Festival is amazing, but yeah, there's lots of people and the buildings are huge. You're lost. There's a lot of chaos. And you just play for a
you
small
have to be
set.
fast.
So yeah, no, I prefer small clubs and headlining the show.
I think it's also fun to change along
Yeah,
the tour.
that's true,
Like having
yeah.
a couple of festivals, maybe a supporting slot, and then your headline shows.
Yeah.
It's cool to change.
Yeah, so each night's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a great question. Thank you, online. All right, anybody else online? This is their last chance to give us some comments online here. So this is the same question I ask everybody at the end of the show. How do you define success as a musician, and do you feel that you are there yet?
I'm already there, yeah. I think success is being happy. Yeah. If you're happy, you're successful. So I maybe sound cheesy to say, but I don't have any other answer, really, because I think you're never happy. You reach an audience of 100, and then you want 200, and maybe you get some money, you want more money, but it's just your brain that is fucked up. I think it's once you can see the world and play music, it's already an achievement, in my opinion. So I always thought about, really, do you really want more? Really, are you sure? Isn't this enough? I mean, and it's enough, yeah.
Excellent. That's a great answer. I appreciate that.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Love that answer.
Well, cool. Well, thanks so much for being here. You guys were great. So we have New Candies here from Venice, Italy. They'll be playing tomorrow night in Detroit at Lager House. Make sure to go see them and catch them on tour or somewhere along the way in the next month or so. This is their new record that came out last year. Please, if you were at the show, buy this record, help them get through the U.S., and go see them and have fun. And